Good morning, guys. I'm on location. You can hear Nate in the background. Matter of fact, I'll turn the Nate's right out there blowing. Anyway, I've got a product for Christmas, and I did not want to wait the 2.5 years that I waited on the fixed product to bring you a review. I've used this thing a couple of times, or two or three times now, and I got some opinions on it, but I wanted you to be able to see what I see, and then I'll bring you my thoughts at the end of the video. Now, the footage you're about to see was filmed on a different day. That's why you see me wearing different clothes. I've got the same bandana. Well, I've got a red bandana on. It ain't the same bandana. Yuck. It was recorded on a different day. That's why you see me wearing different clothing. But I did want to give that disclaimer right up front. I'm going to stop the camera and show you exactly what I'm talking about. And it's neat, but I wanted to show it to you before we got into it. So I hope you stick around. Be sure and click the like button, subscribe button, click the notification bell, share the videos. You know what to do with this. Let's get into this. So, who am I? My name is Brian, and you're watching As you can see, I'm freehanding the camera, and the reason for that will become apparent in just a second. If you're returning to the channel, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate it. If you're new, be sure and click the like button and subscribe button. As I said, click the notification bell and share my videos. Guys, I can't tell you how thrilled I am to see you here if you're here new. And I hope you will consider subscribing. I hope you will see something on this channel, on this video, or in one of my other videos that you get some use out of, you glean some information from, and you will consider subscribing. I would appreciate it so much, and you would be my hero. So anyway, on with the festivities. Now, what am I talking about? Well, I got a Christmas gift. We make lists every year. I'm not going to go into that, but that's neither here nor there. But they're just our Christmas wish lists. And Flossie got me something that was beyond neat. At least I think so. But anyway, this is it. And it's folded up right now. And it's called Tentacle. Not tentacle. Not tentacle. Tentacle. This gadget, gizmo, whatever you want to call it, was featured on Shark Tank. And the two of the judges on Shark Tank were fighting over who was going to get to fund the production of this product. It sells for $45, $45, somewhere along in that area. What I've done, I have used it for a couple of days before I made this video. And the reason why is because I wanted to make sure I knew exactly how to use it so I could bring the information to you accurately. And I didn't want a preconceived notion. I didn't want what I thought. I wanted you to be able to see what was actually happening. So I used it for a couple of days. Then I made this video based on what I learned by using it. So the footage you're about to see was recorded on a different day, but it's everything I've learned. And then at the end of the video, you're going to have to stick around to the end to get my final thoughts. Watch the footage first, and then I'll give you my explanation at the end, and then you can determine whether or not you can use this in your application, whether it be still shots, whether it be in home use, whether it be in the garage, whatever. So I hope you stick around. The first thing we're going to do, or I'm going to do rather, I'm going to test this thing out as a selfie stick. That's one of the things that they said that this was good for. So that's what we're going to do. That's why I've got it folded in like I do. So I'm going to take you around. I'm going to put this thing on. I'm going to put the camera on this, and I'm going to walk you around, and we're going to see how it does. All right, I've got it mounted on this thing. I'm trying to get the camera holder adjusted. There we go. I'm going to walk around, and I'm going to see how steady this thing is and how easy it is to use. So let's get out of the truck, and I'm going to turn the camera around and take you around and show you. Just walk around a little bit and give it the good college try. Now, we're at this job. I'm walking around using it as a selfie stick. And we're gonna, yeah, this property is, let's see, Yeah, listen. It's pretty wet. Hopefully it won't rain over the next week or so. There's a limb over there. Is it across the fence? No, it's inside the fence. I've got to throw it. There's one right there I've already thrown over the fence. And there's one there that actually fell and hit the fence and damaged it. But we can't get a mower back here, guys, so we have to blow all this area so her dogs will have a nice, safe, clean place to play and use the restroom. So let me walk around to the front. Nate, remind me to take the clippers and clip those long shoots off right there. Those are the ones I'm talking about, guys. Oh, Formosa tree right there. I need to get that thing cut up, or some of it cut up anyway. The yard is not bad at all, but you know, she voiced that she wants us to come and just keep it tidied up because that's the way her landlord likes for it to be. I'm going to talk to her about maybe pressure washing the house during a warm snap. I'm going to get these pictures. I mean, listen to these pictures. These limbs picked up and thrown back here in the wooded area. Get them dropped down there. Now, guys, this video is not about what I'm doing. It's about the tentacle, and that's what I'm kind of testing. Now, I'm holding my arm straight and my hand straight. So if the camera starts doing this, it's not me. Let me get these things picked up because I don't want them being cut up in the lawn. Yeah, I had to throw them over into that wooded area there. That's where she told me to put them. So that's where I'm gonna put them. That's where I'm gonna put some. As a fella I used to work with say, just put some over there. He was about 80 years old. So what I'm trying to do, guys, I'm trying to judge by the landscape there if the phone is actually staying straight. Now, that's straight on the screen, but now my hand is straight. You see how the camera has already tilted down. Let me stop the camera. I'm gonna tighten it up and see if that helps. Okay, that was my bad. The screw on the back of it was loose. So that's strike one for Brian. I did not check that before I turned the camera on, and I should have. Now, to get this done, and I will turn the camera around and actually walk like it's a selfie stick. So let's do this. Now, get it a better hold on. There we go. Now, I cannot say one way or the other whether or not this is more wobbly than a regular selfie stick, because I don't use selfie sticks. But you guys can be the judge. There's Clifford. I cleaned Clifford up for the Christmas holidays because we had to drive him because Flossie's car was, or her Jeep was in need of some mechanical repair. So we drove it instead. But yeah, I honestly think that using this thing as a selfie stick, it works pretty good. I really honestly do. Let me get out of the way of the Amazon guy. Or yeah, Amazon guy. But anyway, Yeah, I think it works pretty good. As a selfie stick, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Now, like I said, I don't use selfie sticks that often. Matter of fact, I don't think I've ever used one, an actual selfie stick. But that's one of the perks they said about this thing, is you could use it as a selfie stick. So, if you know whether or not this is not supposed to be that wobbly, let me know. And in the comments below, let me know. But I think it works pretty good. I don't know if the camera stabilization is working or not. I won't know that until I do the editing, but we'll find out. So anyway, stick around. All right, guys, we're at a different location now. As you can see, we're beside a busy highway. But what I wanted to do was, I'm gonna use this thing as a tripod. In case you have forgotten, I'm gonna use this thing as a tripod, and I'm gonna get underneath the truck, and I'm gonna set it up, set the camera up on it, and see what kind of ease it is to use underneath obstacles. So here we go. By the way, Nate, he's gonna be running over the wild onions at this construction site that we have to do every 2 weeks. There's not any grass going on, but there is wild onions out there that have to be cut, and that's in order to maintain the permits and stuff. They have to keep the grounds maintained around it. So that's what we're here to do. As you can see, I've got it set up. I've got it kind of spread out a little bit, and yes, it's moldable. These arms right here are moldable. If you want to work underneath a vehicle, or if you want to work underneath your mower deck or anything like that, that's what I'm doing this test for. Okay, I got the phone on the camera on the tripod, on the tentacle. It seems to be pretty stable. I'm wiggling it and it's not going anywhere. Now I've got the camera in the phone, the carriage. It's working pretty good. Now, if you wanted to see, let's just say you wanted to see your muffler, or you wanted your somebody else to see the muffler or whatever, you just tilt it back like that, and it'll get the muffler in the shot. There's the MagnaFlow muffler right there. There's the MagnaFlow name. It might be upside down, but as you can see, this is a single in 3-inch pipe, dual out, and the resonator has been cut off of it. So that's that test. I'm looking to see what the camera is showing, and it's showing the muffler. I can bend it down just a little bit further. It's showing the muffler. Now, let me bend it back up. Now, my hand might be in the way of the camera, but if it is, I apologize. But there is the hog head on the rear end. That's where the 373 gears are located. I'm trying to make sure you can see it. I think it's right there. And there's the universal joint. So, and there, let me bend it down a little bit. There's Leonard's right there. Safety chains and all that. And there's Nate. So, let me get my glare. It's not real sunny, but the glare off the clouds is terrible. So, does it work good as a tripod when you're working underneath obstacles? Yes, it does. It's short enough. There's Nate right there. It's short enough you can get under fairly low obstacles. Matter of fact, let me pause the camera and I'll get my measuring tape and I'll measure it. All right, I got my tape measure right here, and let me measure. It is, with the phone mount and all, it's about 8 3/4 inches tall. Now, the tentacle itself, I'm fixing to take the camera off, but the tentacle itself, without the mount on it, is about 4 3/4 inches tall. So let me get out from under here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, guys, I'm out from underneath the truck now. Now, This is what I was talking about when I said the tentacle itself. The tentacle is this part right here. And it's a triangular shape. Let me flatten it out where you can really see it. It's kind of gotten out of shape, to be honest with you. Hold on a second. Now, you can see it. It's like an octopus almost, but it's only got 3 legs instead of 8. But it's got the suction cups on the bottom. And this is, it's not exactly a clean surface, and they keep popping off. I could probably clean them and do it better, but this one here is holding fairly good, as you see. This one here, yeah, see, it keeps popping off. So, would I suggest putting this thing, say, on a tailgate to record stuff going down the road? No, I would not. Not that I think it's an inferior product. There's a better look at the suction cups. There's got one in the center, which hardly ever gets used, and then 3 on each leg. But it would probably stick. Matter of fact, let me test this. It would probably stick fairly good to glass. So let's test it. Let's see. All right, let's see if they pop up. No, I can't pull it up. And I'm putting a lot. There it goes. It finally popped up. But it takes a lot of effort to get that to move. Now, would I feel comfortable putting a cell phone camera on this thing? No, I would not. Not because of this. Not because of these legs. But because of this thing right here. When Nate makes his way back around here, I'm going to put this thing on the mower, and I'm going to let him run across the parking lot and see what kind of results we get. Because I honestly have not put it on the mower, and that's one of the reasons why Flossie bought it. She thought maybe it would work on a mower rather than having to buy all the expensive stuff that comes with a GoPro. Am I trying to be cheap? Is she trying to be cheap? No, she's not. She saw this thing, she thought it was neat, she thought it would work, and she bought it. And I greatly appreciate that. But I want to see, before I, invest in anything else, I want to see exactly what results are going to be. This thing to the rock bar and let you drive across the parking lot and see what it does. All right, get off the mower. Get off the mower. Try to do.
Okay.
What I'm going to try to do is, first of all, let me get this loosened up where I can actually turn it and not twist it. I'm going to try to mount this thing where the suction cups will hold. That way we won't be in no danger of losing the camera. I'm going to try to suction them. Let me clean that as best I can so it gets good suction. Now,
hey, do the one below the thing.
The theory is you're supposed to be able to suction this to this and then wrap these around like you're hugging it, and it's supposed to hold it firmly into place. See the suction cups. Now, you wrap it around here like that, and then you wrap it around here like this.
It's still got to be suctioned.
You can't suction them. Bring the camera around here. See?
That one can be.
This one, no, it can't. It's against this one over here.
It is. Look.
Yeah, that one is, yeah.
That's why I was
But that's one of the things I see that is a design flaw. Is you have a situation like this, it won't stay. Now
Well, you can twist them, Dad.
we're gonna cut the camera. Try to get it. I'm gonna get the camera mounted on here, and I just want you to drive it across the parking lot, and then just kind of make a round. I want to see. I'm not gonna look at the footage. I just want to see what it does. Contact.
Hey, just like a plane, it doesn't start up on the first contact.
What do you think?
If it snags a tree limb, you're gonna have to file an insurance policy on your phone.
I haven't thought about that.
I mean,
That's a good
the
point.
weed eater rack already catches limbs.
That's true.
That's a phone.
I had not even thought about the tree limb thing. All right, one more test, guys. Just hold up.
You could.
All right, now we're going to put it on the front of the mower.
Oh yeah, I think that
with all three legs suction to it, and we're going to see.
Oh, that's gonna work good.
We're going to see how it.
And down there it won't hit nothing. And if it does hit something, you'll be able to see it.
Well, you'll be able to see it coming and avoid it. So, let me cut the camera, get it set up, and we'll go again.
Okay, that's good.
All right, contact. Come back with it and see what it looks like. Camera jostling around a lot? Okay. Well, I haven't seen the footage, so guys, in editing, we will see what it looks like. Okay, I got the camera off the mount now, but I do have a question. What were you trying to do? I saw you doing like that when you were mowing. What were you doing?
Down here?
Yeah.
Those front tentacles came off, so I just went, "Who's your daddy?"
Oh, So they wouldn't stay on. They kept popping loose.
Well, you gotta see.
Well, yeah. That one there, did that one there come loose?
No.
Just
well, yeah, it was these two front
and
ones,
then this one here.
These up here, until just now,
held solid.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not for certain yet when you get through and we get loaded up. All right, guys, we're done here. Nate is loaded up, and now what he's going to be doing, he's going to climb up and he's going to stick the pinnacle. He's going to stick the pinnacle right up there underneath that light right there. Stick it with the two arms up toward the light.
We're not going to talk about that.
Talk about what?
Exactly.
Make sure it's stuck firm now. Now what we're going to do, if I can get Nate's behind out of my way. Okay, let me get over this way. Nate! It's crooked. And you're going to turn it, look, no, turn it a little to the bottom toward the left. All right, that should be all right. Now, he's going to stick it on there and then we're going to do the driving test. Now Nate's having to fight. There's one thing about it. Once you get them things stuck to a glass, they don't want to let go. So now we're gonna get in the truck and we're heading back to the shop. We're gonna use it as a recording cam and a dash cam going home, or going back to the shop rather. All right, guys, we are back in the truck. I know there's a lot of short clips on this, but I'm wanting to put this thing through its paces to see, number one, if is it going to work for lawn care for next summer, and how versatile is it, number two. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the camera. The only way you can stick it to the windshield is if you're going to take, your phone case off of your phone and literally put the two arms on the windshield and put the other suction cup on the back of the phone. I really don't want to have to go through the hassle of doing that. I will if I have to, but if I can avoid it, I will. So the next step is I'm going to set it up like that, and we're going to drive a short distance. And then I'm going to, recording me, and then I'm going to turn it around and record it as a dash cam. And I'm only going to do that for just a short period of time. Then we're going to stop. I'm going to mount it to the windshield and take the phone case off of the phone and see how that works. I want to give this thing every possible positive and negative outcome I can, but I got to do it on a level playing field, and that means doing it both ways. So guys, stick around. All right, I got it set up, and we're going to get Clifford fired up, get my trusty handy dandy seatbelt put on, and we're going to slide on out of here. You saw I had it sitting on the dashboard. The reason it's sitting on the dashboard in that manner is because Ford, I don't know about Chevrolet, I can't say on that, but Ford dashboards in F-150s are textured, and those suction cups will not adhere to a textured dashboard. That in and of itself is a kind of a downfall, but not really, because all suction cup style camera mounts won't mount to the dashboard. So that's not really a true test or a true negative. Well, the river's high. I pray everybody had a wonderful Christmas. We did, and it was nice to have a break. But we're gonna go home. When we get home, we're gonna start taking down the Christmas tree and getting everything kind of back to somewhat normal life. Now we're going to head into the dashboard cam in this configuration, and then when we get to a certain spot, we're going to stop, and I'm going to do a different configuration, and then we're going to go into the shop. Sorry about that, guys. And we're driving on smooth pavement, as you can see in the video. Clifford don't want to shift on these heels. There he goes. K, and we're going to take the phone off the cradle. We're going to get it stuck to the windshield, and then we're going to take the case off the phone, and we're going to do it that way and see how, if it's any different. All right, guys, we got it connected to the windshield, and we've got the phone case off. As you can see, there's the front part of the case, and here's the rubber part of the case right there. We've got the phone case off. Now we're going to crank up and I can tell it's already not going to work because it's wanting to sag.
If there was 2 suction cups.
Yeah.
But that phone's
So,
very wide.
but we're giving it the old college try. We're putting it through its paces and see how it's going to work. We ain't going to touch it. We're going to let it do what it's going to do.
Oh yeah, it's already turning sideways. It's not shaking as bad, but it's turning sideways.
Well, let me back up. Hold on, guys.
Hang on,
We'll be right back. All right, guys, we've hope we've got it worked out to where it'll stay, and we're gonna give it the old college try. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That is not gonna work, guys. We're not even touching it. We are not touching it at all. As a matter of fact, camera around. We're just sitting here. We're not touching. Let me pull the side of the road. That ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. So without the phone holder is a no-go. All right, the phone case is back on. It's back in the configuration I showed you with the phone holder. And now we are back on the road. The reason I'm doing all these tests is because when I got this thing, when I opened this thing up for Christmas, it's the neatest thing in the world. And I watched a lot of reviews on it, and they showed different things. But the one thing they didn't show was doing anything with this, the tentacle. There's motion involved, and that's what I wanted to test. And the reason why is because everything I do, except for mechanic work, everything I do involves motion. So I wanted to see exactly, in whatever way I could do it, I wanted to see how it was going to perform. Well, you saw, we had the phone case off, you saw it. And I tried it with just the suction cups. Now, if you wanted to do it vertical like that, that would be, with the phone like this, it would be fine. But in landscape mode with it like that, which is how I record 100% of my videos, it won't work because there's not enough suction cups. Tentacle either needs to make them longer with smaller suction cups where you can put at least 2 suction cups on the phone, or they need to make them the same, leave it the same length and put smaller suction cups and more of them, or they need to make the arms longer and leave it like it is, but with longer arms. Tentacle, if you see this video, I know, Tentacle, if you see this video, these arms, if you want to expand and broaden your market base,
the arms are genius.
The arms are genius, but they're not long enough. They need to be at least
1 suction cup longer.
No, they need to be at least 4 inches longer. And I would make the suction cup smaller. Now you're talking about a landscaper here, doing lawn care and landscaping. For this thing to be able to be functional for guys in my industry, they need to be at least 3 inches longer, maybe even 6 inches longer, with 2 to 3 more suction cups. So anyway, that's just my thoughts. All right, guys. Nate's back in the truck with me. He's holding the camera. You saw all the footage. We did everything but the funky chicken, trying to get the bounce and the instability out of this thing when it comes to motion.
I did the funky chicken when I was trying to get it off the back glass.
Yeah, it's good for a selfie stick. It's good for tabletop use. You can stick it to a mirror. You can, if you're working under the hood of a car, you can stick it to the hood, and it would probably hold a GoPro, everything. But the one thing, the one common denominator in all of it is, even with it, when it comes to motion, when it comes to anything movement, this thing doesn't work. And the reason why is very simple. This thing right here, I'm not going to take it off, but this piece of metal right here, or metal, hard plastic, whatever it is, it's moldable. It acts as basically a spring. When you put something heavy on it, it wants to spring, it wants to move back and forth like that. And it's not stable enough. Even with the image stability setting turned on the camera, it's still not stable enough to use it with motion. Now, did we know that? No, we didn't. Is that anybody's fault? No, it's not. That's the thing of buying a new type of product. You don't know what you're going to get until you use it. So what my plan is with this is I'm going to use it as a selfie stick on jobs and stuff, and I want to walk around and show you, instead of having to carry around that heavy, cumbersome tripod, I'll use this. And when I want to work on underneath the mower deck, or show you something underneath the mower or underneath the truck, as I did in this video, I'll use this. And that's what it's going to be limited to. Now, Tenicle, if you watch this video all the way through, you need to come up with a better design than this for people, because, well, let me put it this way. Your market is severely limited having this design.
I'd go with something that was actually jointed instead of the moldable ones down, that are down here, because...
Yeah, go with something that's jointed that you can loosen up, tighten, put it the way you want it, angle it, and then tighten it back up. Now, could you create a separate product for those applications? Yeah, but why would you need to? Just like this one, make it that would be universal for everyone. But anyway, that's going to do it, guys. My thoughts are, if you're looking at this thing, if you've researched it and you're kind of leaning towards getting it and you want it for anything, for motocross, bike riding, anything like that, don't do it. Your videos will come out so bouncy and so distorted, you won't be able to use them. Is that bad? Well, yes and no. Yes, it's bad because you won't be able to use it, but no, it's not, because there will be other things you can find uses for it for. But anyway, that's going to do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yes, this is a little bit different. We had to split this recording on different days. I hope you found something informative about this video. If you did, please remember to click the like button and the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and share my videos. I would appreciate it. This is Brian and Nate with Big South Outdoors TV, reminding you to live big, live southern, and live outdoors. Until we meet again, folks, have a good one, and Happy New Year.